in your pocket, like you're paying them off.
Well, that's true. That's true.
But thank you, fellas. Appreciate it. Well done.
If they were a boy band, like Mike would be the one that I had posters of in my room.
Well done.
And I don't have to say Ed for you because you already have posters of Billy all over your room.
I have more posters of Billy all over my room. Ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of a punitive part of the weekend where you're forced to see the same two dudes you've been seeing all weekend long, only now in a more formal format. So, I
never asked this question.
Oh! And we get to probably not answer, or at least debate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of debate.
Yeah, well, and it's always fun to see you get worked up if it's a person you don't like.
Well, listen, I know, I guess I'm the Rob's the warm one, and I'm the assertive one.
That's our character.
That's our character.
In real life, I'm the nervous, sweaty, shaky one.
And I'm the assertive.
But in real life, I'm the nervous, sweaty, shaky one, and he's a good guy.
Listen, whatever it works. The whole delicate recipe works perfectly. You know what I'm saying? How many of you people in this audience are coming to the Saturday night special? Saturday people got the news, the Friday people, the Friday people told them the Saturday people.
Somebody tells me they know. Do you know?
You know? I'm not legally allowed to say his name. We can only say it on Friday. That's all we can do. And we did it. We can tell you that it runs with Vincent Smackles. But we can't actually tell you his name.
That, you didn't get it from that. We also have the Vincent Smackles.
If you're not picking up on our clues, bad news, this is not the Vampire Diaries convention you thought you were attending. Robert, should we dive into questions?
Citizen Sapples.
Okay.
Yes, that's definitely the question.
We can do this all day. How are you, everybody?
Hello, gentlemen. How are we?
We're good. How are you?
Good. So my question is very important. I actually rallied my friends and was like, you guys need to plan this. If you guys were mermaids.
I knew this was going to be one of those. I could tell by your preamble that this was going to be one of those ones that matters.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you guys were mermaids, what color would you want your tail to be? What would you want your magic power to be?
Hot pink invisibility, right?
And you're going to do that. I feel like it's some sort of...
No, you should slow down. Don't rush this, man. Put the thought into it. You're believing in your answer. You haven't, let it marinate, man. Think about it.
You just spent more time saying that than answering your
Mine just came to me, though. I can see you're struggling.
I'm not struggling. I'm picturing it. I'm having my time. I got the time.
You sure?
Yeah, okay. My tail.
Whoa. So classic. Some on stage are talking about tail.
So it has a purple hue to it. With some turquoise in there. It's sort of turquoise in the purple.
Yeah, sure.
And I didn't know that I get some secret powers as a mermaid.
I didn't either.
So my secret power is to be able to walk on land and have legs. Thank you.
Same pose?
What?
Is that a secret power? Or is it like you're just a dude?
No, I'm a freaking mermaid. But if you throw me up on land, I'm like,
Yeah, but does that mean you're a mermaid with powers to become a dude? Or you're a dude who can turn into a hatfish?
I mean, chicken or the egg, you know what I'm saying?
That's smile.
Yeah.
Huh, we'll never know.
Yeah. Or a friend of Ruth's who saw that one time in writing and thought it was just tomato.
The tomato.
Yeah, tomato. You say tomato, I say tomato.
Like, look in there, why are they calling the whole thing off?
Exactly.
We're on the same page.
Anyway, I'm a mermaid that can walk the earth.
Or a man who can swim like a fish. You can do what you choose. You right there.
I never decide what I'm going to ask, so I'm actually going to have you decide by picking number 1 through 201.
All right, Robin. 1 through 201. Your choices are numeric. You can pick the number 1. You can pick the number 201. You can pick any number in between those numbers. Do not, hold on now. You got another rule. Do not go with any negative numbers. 0 is not going to do. And anything over 201, you're disqualified. Robert, when you're ready to answer, 400! You're disqualified, Robert.
196.
196. 196.
Oh yeah, that'd be a question.
All right, so...
They're all the same question. different fonts.
What's your favorite Christmas carol?
Favorite Christmas carol?
The one with Alistair Sim in 1936. Song, you can song. It's my favorite. My favorite Christmas carol.
Not what's your favorite? A Christmas carol. What's your favorite Christmas carol?
Little Drummer Boy is my favorite Christmas carol. There's something kind of haunting about it.
Yeah.
And then you listen to the words and you're like, hey, stop it with all the drumming. The baby's trying to sleep. But I do love that song. It's always kind of haunting. And I love the version that David Bowie sings with Big Cross.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Christmas time. Da-da-da. Zibbidi-bum-dee.
Rich, favorite Christmas carol?
Oh, Bobby's going outside.
Oh, please let me leave.
Going outside.
I just wanna go.
Going outside.
Just go
I'm and I put duct tape on your mouth. Why I'm always playing that song? Because it's the creepiest song of all time. It's really obviously because you know it's really creepy. I can hammer that home because it's basically a dude roofing a woman for 4 minutes. But like we've done very dark versions of it backstage that did very kidnapping and they involve a van with no windows. The point is, it's a Christmas classic. But my father will worry, he's already dead. There's a lot of sinister lyrics in
That's nice.
Yeah, come outside, baby. Come outside. Thank you. Thank you for your question. All right, over here.
Speaking of sinister, you set this up very nicely.
Okay.
So my friends were sharing an Airbnb right over here, and they brought some dolls with them. They're a little haunted.
Your friends are a little haunted or the dolls are a little haunted?
Okay, we know those dolls, like both.
Okay.
One, might I add, is named Ruthie, so there you go.
Like Ruthie?
Yeah, one's named Ruthie.
Oh, cool.
And we've had a lot of scary experiences around our Airbnb since 2 days ago. So, I just wanted to know if you've had any recent, like, ghost stories, like anything weird happening around your house or hotels or anything like that?
Recent ghost stories, Rich.
Something strange happened at the hotel last night for no reason at all. Why? Come on, man.
Sorry.
Only 7 and 6, and we got cleaned out, and we still don't know what exactly happened. We're thinking it could be a ghost. We requested the security footage of the hotel, and we're hoping that they'll help us get to the bottom of it. But I'm worried because it's not something that anybody with any good sense would do, actually triggering a fire alarm like that. So it has to be some kind of spectacular.
Whoever might have set it off,
Right.
did not know that they would be setting it off, didn't like pull a trigger or something.
Well, we don't know what they did.
It was like even Jared on the train. It wasn't like that kind of thing.
Right.
I was anticipating it was something that where the person that might have done it, and I'm just spitballing here,
Right.
might have like, I don't know, accidentally like, took a hit off a vape pen or something like that.
Okay, this is a wild world of fantasy you're creating here.
And maybe there was like a smoke cloud of vapor, it's like a smoke.
Okay, it's not that. Okay.
Like, who would think that that would set a fire alarm off?
Well, the common normal people. Go ahead.
And maybe this person just ran for the stairs and just ran and just kept running as far as you could go until he
So rather than letting people know there was a false alarm, so they didn't have to clear out the hotel, he just bolted for the roof.
So the elevators, I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah, listen, this guy's not a monster. He didn't have a girlfriend sleeping in the hotel and wake up at midnight and go down to the street. He's not that kind of cruel beast.
I think
Okay.
that if that happened,
Right.
the elevators were shut down.
Right.
So there's no, what was this person supposed to do? I don't know, we gotta ask him. I don't know. I don't
But if the
know.
person ran all the way to the top, didn't they have also run all the way to the bottom to alert security that there was
Right, now here's what this person's finally thinking.
Okay.
Oh shit, if the po-po comes,
Right.
I don't want to be in the lobby
Right.
and it was me. is what this person was. But again, actually, I was on the roof. The girlfriend question about, I thought the girlfriend was tucked in safe and sound. I mean, I would think that the person would think that his girlfriend was tucked in safe and sound.
And you wouldn't respond to a fire alarm. Right.
Who's going to listen to something like, go outside, and go outside?
Who's going to take care of their health and welfare by getting out of a burning building? And idiots, that's too.
Well, smart people go into the roof.
And you're the smartest guy I know.
Yeah, so anyway,
That's my answer.
but we think it might be ghosts. We think it might have been a ghost and the girls set the alarm off, because we don't have facts.
We don't have proof, might have been a specter.
Yeah, because scientists, people are saying that they can't set.
A lot of people are saying it. A lot of people say it.
Yeah, so.
Nobody's kept them.
Yeah, that's scary. I'm gonna have nightmares for a week.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you for your question.
Lots of lessons learned.
No, so many.
Yeah.
Not at all. You?
Hey guys, let's see you guys out here on stage. What do you do for recreation other than being on stage?
Just so we're abundantly clear, Bob and I do have a good time, because we're contractually obligated to. It says Val must have fun during a 45-minute, here's what I do. I have 3 children, my hobby is their life. Everything I do, I spend my time with my kids, and my wife, and we go to the beach a lot, and they play sports, and they go to their games, and so when I'm not a full-time group ball, I'm a full-time dad. That's what I do with any moment that's not a job.
Same with me.
That's the most important thing in life.
Yeah, man. Daily goals plan.
The time, my daughter's the only one left right now, and my son's off to college, so, spending as much time with her as possible, because now that my son is gone, it just feels so precious, every moment. So, yeah, we hang out a lot. Take her to sports meets and try to just want to be there for everything, even though she doesn't want me there for everything. Yeah, so just, being a dad and hanging out with people I love and, trying to find happiness.
Is there something you like to do with your kids? Like, is there or even just Audrey, it's like, oh, we like to blah.
We like to go, we like sushi, we like to go out and have sushi, we like to go see movies together.
That's cool.
We like to watch, we have our TV shows we watch together.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's our nightly thing, we watch, we're watching New Girl, the New Girl, so I ain't never seen it, so she's seen it like 4 times, so we're watching that together, and that's a real thrill. That's super fun to do. What about you, buddy? What are your things with
Sushi as well. Which, let me tell you something for any parents out there that might be thinking of introducing their children to sushi. Don't. It's financially crippling.
It's
my wife doesn't like sushi, and yet I married her anyway. I think this says a lot about me and who I am. I decided when I had children, I want to get my sons into sushi because I love sushi, so it would give me something to do with the boys. And when they were tiny little rascals, it was adorable. We'll play a couple of pieces of sushi, no problem, run around. Now they're giants, they eat like horses, and it's literally, I'm doomed myself. It's financially going to kill me.
Yeah.
We go to sushi, and I'm like, I don't eat. I eat ginger and soy sauce.
Yeah.
But, as long as they're enjoying themselves. But we do sushi, and we love to go to the beach. The boys surf and boogie board and all that good stuff, so.
Ruth never ate a lot of sushi, so I'm kind of turning her on to sushi now. She's funny because she mispronounces edamame, edamame.
Yeah.
She pronounces it edamame. Edamame.
Edamame sounds like...
So, like an African.
Yeah, it's a meatball song.
She's like, what is this? Edamame? Sure. That was pretty fun.
That's hilarious. Thank you for your question.
Thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Hi.
So I also work in the film industry, and I was wondering, what's your best food you've had on set and worst food you've had off set?
Best food you've had on set?
Where would, you've been hopping around to a lot of different sets directing these last 5 years.
Yeah.
Best catering.
Okay, well, a couple of the guys who were on Supernatural catering
became the catering guys. So they were getting Jay, who had the green machine, and Jay, I think, got out of the catering business after Supernatural. Because I've been feeding Jared Jensen for 15 years. He quit. And then, but the other guys in his team went on to continue this, and they were Kung Fu's catering. And one time I went back there, and I don't know what had happened, I don't know what fire sale they had stumbled upon, but they had Wagyu steaks. Yeah. And I ended up with 2 of those sons of bitches, like one on one day, one the next day. So that's the best food I've ever had, catering-wise, at any point, on anything. And in terms of worst, I think the worst stuff I've ever had is not catering. It's when you're an actor and you have to eat in a scene, and they have 45 plates of the same thing, and they're just wheeling it out, and you're taking a bite in a spit bucket. And it's not necessarily the food is bad, it's just that the act of eating on a show involves a bucket of half-eaten whatever you're chewing right beneath you, and it's gross. So suddenly the sexiness of the meal, the ambiance is ruined by the fact that you have to, every time they say cut it, lean over and spit out whatever you're chewing into a bucket. So I don't know specifically what, but anything that I gotta spit into a bucket, it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Robbie?
I just always find that the higher the budget is on the thing you're working on, the better the craft service at least. Catering, Supernatural's catering is great. I agree with
So good.
especially for breakfasts. But the craft food, which is more like snacks you can get during the day, like on the, you know, when you're on, I don't know, way back in the day I did a Mad About You and I was cut out. The finale of Mad About You.
Are you mad about that?
I'm over it, which was also a great show. Like incredible, it was such a huge show at the time, so that like incredible catering, you know, like a higher budget show, more successful the show, especially sitcoms, they got great snacks.
Yeah.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, some of the low budget movies I've done, you know, you're happy to get an apple. That's still there.
You have not had those indie films where, you know, the director's sister brings a tray of cheese sandwiches.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, thank you. You knew what I signed up for, thank you. Anyway, no, but always lucky to be having food on set.
I remember one time you were doing an episode of Supernatural, and you had to drink a cocktail, and it had like fruit and stuff, and you had to make a sip of a cocktail. And like in one of the takes,
My lead director.
yeah, it was really like maybe somebody had put booze in it.
Oh, that's right.
You got real jumpy all of a sudden. It was really weird.
In an episode of the show that Richard directed, when I'm at the casino,
Yeah.
and the woman brings a drink over to me, and he's like, this time let's see you take a drink out of it. Of course, he had props put actual alcohol in the drink on set while I'm working. Real professional. And I had, you know, I'm God, I have to be unfazed by it, right? I'm like, thank you.
Meanwhile, we'd already gotten the shot. We already got what we needed. I was just doing it just for Rob. Rob is also, Robin is our good friend.
Yeah.
And like, if it was like a fruit drink, it ended up being like, it was hardcore, just a lot of booze. I'm like, really sell it, Robbie.
Yeah, that was good.
Good stuff.
Offended by that.
Anyway, Rob made me do it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hey, my name's Corey.
Hey, Corey.
I'm 17 as a tie.
Well, tell her we say hello.
Hi, Nina.
My question is, something that's asked quite often is milk or cereal first. My question for you is, when you pour your cereal, do you take the bag out of the box or do you leave it?
First of all, I didn't know that question was asked often, so that's
Also, I don't think that I knew that there was a team that put milk in the bowl first before the cereal.
I'm not sure that exists. He's a child. He's still discovering the realities of the world.
But that being said, I keep the bag in the box, I pour the cereal in the bowl, and then I put the milk in. That's how I have a cereal. And that's the right answer.
That's right. In the front.
How about you?
We actually have those storage things where you just dump the whole cereal into like a Tupperware thing. So neither. And we'll do the storage thing, and then the storage thing, and the storage thing.
That's good.
There you go. You know what I'm talking about. That's what I do. And obviously,
You're getting fancy.
I put the cereal first. And in the middle, the way God eats his cereal. Literally. Thank you.
You know, the fact is I don't eat cereal a lot anymore. I used to live off of that.
Dude, you are Mr. Breakfast.
And, but lately I've been trying not to be.
Yeah.
And so, because I don't put it in a special container, I was like, oh, we have Rice Krispies or whatever it was. And I poured it in. I was like, it just tastes like hardboard. Yeah, oh man. Like eating a box.
Yeah, it goes bad.
Eating a box itself.
Young lady.
Hi, my name is Nicole, and I'm from Singapore.
Hi, Nicole.
I have a little request before I ask the question. Can you say hi to my friend?
Wait, you shook your mouth? Oh, wow. It's funny, I thought you got censored. Say hi, my friend.
Hi, friend.
Okay, what Disney princess are you?
What Disney princess?
She loves these questions so rich.
I'm Ariel.
That's right.
Dude, I have to like that. I like that cartoon.
Yeah. It's a great cartoon.
Where they walk?
Yeah.
Where they run?
Yeah, here we go.
I don't know if you noticed, but earlier today you basically said you wanted to be Ariel, so I think, we're on the same page.
Earlier today, I mean, 15 minutes ago.
Is that never living? Remember back when you said, remember back in the day when you used to always be bitching about why am I not Ariel?
I would be Jasmine. I think Jasmine is super hot.
Jasmine was in which cartoon?
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
And I want to be that hot.
Yeah, she's a smart show. So was Ariel.
Yeah. All the Disney princesses.
It's weird. Like you start to see a theme. But all the Disney princesses are all pretty.
Yeah.
You know, just put that together.
When my daughter had like her 8th birthday, we hired someone to be Ariel and come to the party. And this poor woman, she was like, hey, can I get some help in my car? I just pulled up and, she had stuff with her and everything. She gets out of the car, she's got like a flipper on. She's really like this, like walking into the party kind of thing.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, I was like, oh, Ariel, let's get you on in there.
I'm watching you do that, I'm canceling you.
I just went like this. My hands are up here.
Yeah.
You're a jerk.
Keep his hands on the scales, bro.
You're a jerk.
Does that answer your question?
Good. Thank you. Hi, your friend.
Hi.
Hi.
Just want to say, Rob, you had my favorite off of today. You even beat Asia.
You sure did, buddy.
Really understood the assignment.
What was it? What was the assignment?
I handed them like these dollars that weren't really dollars.
They're fake dollars, okay?
It's called money. That's and I'm like,
Okay, and then what did Rob do?
You're making it rain. Make it rain.
And you made it ring. And what did Misha do that was wrong?
He didn't do that.
Thanks, Rob.
Something tells me you have a question for Rich. Okay, what was she usually when they give you a compliment, the question's for the other person?
Right, that's what you're saying. But she really wasn't necessarily a compliment. It's like your word, she's like specifically earlier today, and I know you hate that phrase. But earlier today,
When I said my favorite princess?
earlier than that. She's acknowledging your success in that.
Seriously, thank you very much. I was proud of that moment.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
well, you're both musicians as well as actors. So I was curious, is there a song, whether it's one that you wrote and it's both performed in time or if it's just one by a different artist that you really like? What's one that makes you really happy to either listen to or perform?
Really happy to listen to.
Yeah.
There are songs lately, I listen to so much music all the time, and a lot of times I like to be sad when I listen to music, but sometimes
I do. I listen to a lot of kind of
that
chill stuff, yeah.
move me. But then in terms of being happy, like songs that remind me of a certain time in my life that I have not a nice memory about. Like when I listen to The Joshua Tree by U2, or old REM music, like the first 5 albums of REM, it just takes me back and makes me happy because I'm like, youth. So yeah, I would say that, like, Where the Streets Have No Name, I'll go with that, U2. Like, I still get goosebumps from that song, the beginning of that song. Still moves me.
In God's Country was such a great song. I love that song so much. I love that record. Very similar answer to Rob. I've been a music fan my whole life. I have music that reminds me of being a kid, like old country music that my dad used to listen to. As a family on road trips, we used to listen to Broadway soundtracks. So anything like Annie to A Chorus Line to Fiddler on the Roof, we listen to those nonstop. I love those. They can trigger memories. Anything by REM, but especially Murmur through,
Document.
I would say, yeah, Document or even Green, yeah. Like, those albums, huge for me. And again, Rob's not wrong, I'm a big fan of, when it comes to like, the mellower side, I love female singers. I'm a huge fan of Brandi Carlile, First Aid Kit, and Alison Krauss to me is a national treasure. And her band, Union Station, are just phenomenal musicians. So anything by those folks. And she sang my wedding song, When You Say Nothing at All. So anytime I hear that,
Live?
I wish. We didn't have that kind of money.
That was before you afford cereal.
Before I could get Alison Krauss Conversation to be a wedding band. So, myriad of choices here, but I'll go with that. Thank you very much.
Favorite of mine.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you so much. And might I say, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I felt really good today.
Good, you look good.
You look great. I gotta tell you, as somebody who's just seeing you from this distance for the first time today, that's not the voice I was expecting to come out of that ensemble. What is the character? I don't know, well, you don't need to do the voiceover, but what is the character?
I mentioned it earlier. Band called Ghost.
The band called Ghost? Okay.
I'm the lead singer.
Okay.
Okay, so now do the voice.
God,
Well, we won't know if it's good or not.
no. It's a Swedish person who makes me town.
Okay.
Soon this voice, when he gets a little bit like this, and he'll yell at the crowd, we don't really want to like fucking negative.
I love it. Nice job. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Well, there you go, Robert.
There you go.
Hi.
Hi, my question is, if you could go on a road trip with any celebrity alive or deceased, who would it be?
Man, it'd be a bummer to go with a dead guy in your car. Right, corpse in the backseat. You're sitting there going, I love your movies, but just stay down. I'm sorry, I brought Marlon Brando on this ride. Well, I'm wrong?
Yeah, no. I mean, I was assuming from her question that she meant that they would actually be alive. It was fantasy. Yeah, it's a fantasy question.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was literal, like all the other questions.
No, not literal, like
The mermaid.
you mermaid, yeah. I've always, you know who I love? You know who I really love is Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges, yeah.
And I just, I love him because I love his acting.
Yeah.
But I also feel like I want to hang out.
He'd be
Feel
fun
like-
on a road trip, yeah.
And he might be fun on the road trip.
Right.
At his age, he can show me things I've never seen.
Oh,
And
he's
show me right this street up here, and,
Yeah.
show me that kind of thing.
And he'd be high as a kite. That'd be fun.
You're going to be so high.
You're right.
No driver, because
Take her on the road, yeah, thank you, get some type of sound.
no fire alarms, you know what I'm saying? Just gonna wave all the fire alarms.
Yeah.
I'm speaking, just about the general.
Emotional fire
Just a
alarm, any
metaphor, metaphoric fire alarm.
kind of fire alarm.
Jeff Bridges, I'm gonna go Jeff Bridges. Richard? Or Dad?
I'm gonna go, I'll be right behind you with Bo Bridges.
Oh, great, look at that. That's the Bridges.
Thank the Bridge Brothers on road trips.
And to see all the great bridges in America.
Exactly. And finally, it was a great screening of Bridges of Madison County, and
What a day.
a meeting where they play both the man and the woman
That's it.
falling in love.
And just you and I are watching the pop up.
I love these bridges.
Bridge Fest.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you thought you were going to get a double. Ha! You. Hello, Falco.
So I'm a competitive ballroom dancer, and Bob, you actually danced this in Pittsburgh. But I'm always looking for songs to dance to. So what are some of your favorite songs like keep ballroom?
What did I say, sister?
You said Sad Songs and Waltzes for me.
What'd you say?
Sad songs and waltzes.
Because it's got to be the dun 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 dun. I think that dun 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 1, 2, over and drop your head up and your eyes are rolled up and switch.
You should teach it around.
That's really good.
So on CMI, sang songs and waltzes to do the waltz to.
Right.
It's such a... What would you have her dance to?
Tennessee waltz.
Who had that?
I was dancing with my darling, the Tennessee waltz, and Hassel stole her from me. He was drinking, I was thinking, is that Robbie? Yes, it's Robbie, and he just stole my machete.
Thank you. What the hell is that?
I couldn't hear my,
Maybe it was Tennessee waltz.
was it Tennessee Waltz?
Maybe.
Good job, everybody there.
Oh, there it is again. It is. Wow.
I've never heard this sort of
Upbeat version.
ragtime version of 50 Wells. Very nice. Very nice, mystery sound person. All right, you'll be right there.
Hi.
So my question is, when you dream, do you dream in the first person or in the third person?
I always dream in the subjunctive. If I were strong, I wish I were strong.
You're the narrator of your dream. Welcome, Richard. I dream like I'm experiencing it, so I think I'm the first person. I knew someone who dreamt in the third person. I always thought that was a little weird.
Did you dream about it? Oh, Gerald had a great dream last night. We just really came in. All slept weird. All had dreams. In dream, Unc was on fire. What is fire?
Yeah.
See, Unc didn't know what fire is yet.
Right. What fire?
And you explained it to him.
It when flames make hot.
Unc's scared.
Oh, it should be.
Unc, if you love me. I think first person.
First person.
Yeah. I didn't know that people dreamt in third person.
Yeah, some people, I guess so.
It's like us watching the British Massacre. You dream in third person?
Yes, but I'm out of a dozen, which is why we discovered the...
Oh, wow. Yeah, my friend, I had another friend who dreamt, and they weren't themselves in their dream. Like sometimes she was a man in her dream, or somebody else. I'm always me, and it's literally, I had a dream, the rich knight got really drunk, and we went out, mine aren't like fantastical, they're like, did that happen? It was like...
Yeah, sometimes my dreams are so realistic that I wake up and I'm like, whoa. But then sometimes they're ludicrous.
Yeah, mine are very real.
Maybe one of these days you'll dream about ludicrous.
That'd be weird.
There you go. Thank you for your question.
Thank you. You know Ludacris's name is Chris?
His first name is Chris.
No, it's Chris.
That makes sense.
And so his rap name is Ludacris. Yeah.
It'd be interesting if you dreamt ludicrous in the third person.
Weird if Ludacris dreamt about me.
That would be weird. Nobody would be more surprised than ludicrous. All right, you're right there.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh.
So I was just wondering, what was your first impression of Jimson and Jerry?
Very tall. Big, tall.
They're tall folks. They were very nice. They, this told a lot in these panels about how friendly they are on set, but they really are. When I started for season 2, and I think Rob, your first season was season 4. Still early in the show's journey, but all the way through season 15 when I was directing, they were always gracious, especially the guest stars, because that's a vulnerable position to be a guest star, to show up to a show and have a lot to do but not know anybody there, and it's intimidating. And both those guys were really, really welcoming to me, and I know they were welcoming to Rob, and I know they were welcoming to every other person I ever saw them work with, be they a person who had one line or the big guest star of the week. They were always friendly. So my first impression was, I was like, wow. When you go into a set like that, especially back then, I just was always I was expecting people to be jerks because the industry has a lot of jerks in it. So I go ready just to be quiet, do my job, go back to my hotel, not make a thing about it. And
I was caught off guard by how friendly they were, by how kind they were, and I was like, oh.
Incredible.
These boys were raised right, you know, they're good guys.
They're incredible. My very first day, I was intimidated by them just because they're so big. But I remember Jensen was like, hey, because they were like, the two of them were talking with one of the crew guys, and like, hey, we're talking about like cage fighting. You like cage fighting? And I was like, yeah, a little bit, the earlier stuff. I didn't know what was what. I was so intimidated just how big they were. But then there's the sweethearts. And you know, Richard and I do this rewatch podcast now for Supernatural.
And now, by the way, when the writer's break is over, we can't do it yet, wait for the actors, we're very close to being able to resume the podcast.
But we're realizing that not only were they great guys to us and everybody that guests on the show, but you can tell, because every guest star on that show is fantastic. Even the people who are in one scene, everyone's really, really good. And I think that just trickles down from them being good guys and make you feel comfortable and you do your best work.
Do your best work in an encouraging environment like that, for sure.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Okay.
Okay, so this is mostly a question for Rob, but you're both like great answers. If you played God, if you were God in this universe for one day, what's the first thing you would do?
No, you can't, no.
So many things, like,
What would you do? Imagine God for a day.
I would make it so that there would be no war,
No war for one day.
and everyone would be able to be who they wanted to be
One day.
without prejudice. And nobody died.
For one day.
And I was really tall. So I was too tall.
It actually helps them feel comfortable to talk about things, and if they need to start an answer over, they will, or whatever. So having the freedom to sort of nip and tuck things has benefited a few of our guests who are.
But I think now we're getting into some of the people that we do the concert.
Well, I'm saying, once we get to that, when we're having a Matt Cohen on or something like that, that would be a really fun thing to do. Somebody who's sort of in the loop, and knows us well personally, because some of these people have never seen us until we, you know.
Some of the people we interview don't know we run the show. Like, seriously, like some people, we always assume that they know, but they think we're like podcasts.
There are a couple people backstage that still don't know we were involved in the so it's that kind of room. But we would love to do that. We would love to do that. We will, and we will. One thing we will also do, and I do not know when, I do not know where, and I do not know how, but we will do we want to do a podcast in a theater. Where we have hours of listening to those. It wouldn't be a regular thing, like once a season or twice a season, do a proper in the theater podcast would be really cool.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, great. I also want to say I really appreciate all the filler that I've put out. Kind of keep us all engaged.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, well, just know that we can't wait to do it again. You know, we love doing it.
Yeah, we are, it pains us not to be doing it, but obviously we're union people and we support the union. The one thing we're not going to do is violate the colors of our brothers and sisters as we all fight for a better future for ourselves. But thank you for your support.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're almost there. All right, last question?
Let's do it.
Last question.
So y'all put on great concerts, but what great concerts have you seen in person? Because I go to a lot.
Oh.
I go to a lot too. I saw Pearl Jam about a month ago. It was fantastic. I saw them in St. Paul, probably the 24th time I've seen them, I think. I go to Coachella every year. It's great bands. But I'd say, I guess my answer is Pearl Jam, so that's my most recent one.
Let's go, Pearl Jam. I'm gonna reference
talking about concerts. Steven and I were talking about concerts backstage today. And I was remembering talking about Guns N' Roses in the heyday. I saw Guns N' Roses twice.
Yeah?
I saw them open up for Aerosmith.
Wow.
And then I saw, the best concert I ever saw in my life was and I've seen two good concerts. It was a triple bill, 3 bands. Living Colour,
Oh, yeah.
Guns N' Roses, the Rolling Stones.
What?
That was the best show. And that was Bill Wyman's the bass player, that was his last tour with them. So kind of this, not the original lineup, but it's close to the original lineup as I was ever going to get. So that's pretty awesome.
Wow.
Everybody, you want to talk about great concerts? You want to talk about great concerts? There's about to be a great concert in this very space. This is not a normal concert. This is a Christian concert. There's a lot of shit going to go around with that. A lot of people performing, a lot of songs that have been requested are going to be played. A lot of people who are taller than us will be on this stage singing. Don't make a mistake. You will be so mad at yourself if you miss this concert. And don't come to us for some sort of forgiveness because you're not going to get it. All we're going to do is rub it in. We're like, well, it was awesome. You should have been here, but you weren't. I hope you're proud of yourself. That's what we're going to say. Go ahead and say that. Being here at this concert tonight, Saturday Night Special, it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a heck of a show. That's all for us on the stage today, by the way. Yeah, that's it.